Hello and welcome back to the That Was Easy channel. Today I'll be showing you guys how to make a super cool origami butterfly in less than 4 minutes. So now I'll show you a tutorial of how this is done. So first you're going to need a square piece of paper, and this can be done by folding a regular sheet of printer paper in half along this diagonal and then cutting the bottom off. Next you want to fold the corners of opposite diagonals to each other to make a triangle, just like so. Now that you're here, you're gonna open it up and do the same thing on the other way to make a nice little cross. And during this whole process, don't worry if your folds aren't exactly precise, because you can even see in mine that I'm not exactly, well, that one's pretty good, but not exactly at the corner. So just keep that in mind through this whole process. But this said, if your crease is exact, it'll make it a bit better, but not too much. But now moving on, we're gonna fold it right down the center this way to make a crease, and try to match your corners up as best as you can. And then a nice crease, and we'll do this the other way to get our nice basic folds. Now that we're here, we have all of the foundational creases that we need to start actually making the butterfly. Now we'll be making a bit of a cone shape, I guess we could say. To do this, I will push all of the sides in while keeping the corners out, just like so. So keeping the corners out, while trying to fold all of the sides in towards the center, just like so. And this may take a bit. If you need, you can just go ahead and add some extra creases along all of your corners so that you end up with something just like this. Make sure you crease the top pretty well, and like I said, it doesn't have to be too exact. Then open it up and just fold it the other direction to get all of your nice creases, so you have a triangle that can be opened in either direction. Now that you're here, you want to point the tip of your triangle towards you. Now that we're here, you want to take this corner and fold it so that it almost lines up with this center crease. But you don't want it exact, just like so. You want it to be a little bit offset, so this is to get the bottom part of the butterfly. And it doesn't have to be exact, there's no precise science to this, just do whatever you think feels right. Next, you'll do the exact same thing on the other side. So just fold it down so that it's offset by just a little bit, so that you end up with something like this. And now, before you guys get impatient, we're not exactly done yet because we still have the top part of the wings. What you're going to want to do is take this whole back triangle and just fold it upwards as high as it can go. Because as you can see, it's connected to the bottom part of the wing right here. So it can't go too high, but just fold it right at the crease so it's sticking up at the top just a bit like so. If yours doesn't stick up as much as me or sticks up more, that is perfectly fine. It'll depend on the size of your paper and how you folded it. Now that you're here, you want to fold the top corner of your butterfly down over the front of your whole piece, just like so. And then take your butterfly and just somewhat fold it in half. This little crease that we just made will help make sure that everything stays together. Once you're here, you really want to crease this bottom line right here just to make sure the whole thing stays together. Now that you're there, it will slowly unfold a bit, which is perfect because we have our finished product, a nice origami butterfly. But if you guys want to make this just a bit better, to look a bit more realistic, I guess we could say, you could even fold out the wings just a bit to add a nice bend. Don't actually make a crease here, just fold it enough so that the wings have a nice little arch to them. And you could even puff out all of these creases here and even down back here just to give the whole thing a little bit more depth. You'll end up with something just like so. And if you like this tutorial, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment some other stuff you'd like to see me make in the comment section down below. But for now, I'll see you guys again later. Bye.